Our top story tonight, 3 Georgia officers from 3 different law enforcement agencies recovering tonight after a chase that ended in gunfire.
Tonight, one suspect is dead, another now in custody. It began early this morning on I-20 in Bremen, and the chase drawing in officers from Carroll County Sheriff's Office and the Carrollton and Villa Rica police departments before ending outside of Villa Rica.
The wounded officers were taken to the hospital. Villa Rica officer Chase Gordy and Carrollton Police Sergeant Rob Holloway, all being treated at Grady Hospital. Carroll County Deputy Jay Repetto was shot in the arm. He's now out of the hospital. Joe Hankey will have more on the officers in a moment, but Jennifer Bellamy begins our team coverage with the very latest on this chain of events. Jennifer.
Yes, Cheryl, a lot of new information that we're learning. This all started around 3:30 this morning when a state trooper was checking for speeders. That's according to information from the various agencies involved here. They say the trooper clocked a Nissan Sentra going around 111 miles per hour on I-20 and initiated a traffic stop. But when the trooper approached the car, it took off, starting that chase. The GBI says at one point the passenger in the Nissan opened fire on the trooper with a rifle, but the trooper was not hurt. Now, according to the GBI, other agencies then joined in on the chase, and the passenger continued to fire at officers, including Carrollton Sergeant Rob Holloway. The pursuit ended when the Nissan allegedly crashed near Ithaca Elementary in Villa Rica, and both men ran from the car. As officers searched for them, the GBI says the suspect opened fire again, hitting Villa Rica officer Chase Gordy, who returned fire, and also wounding Carroll County Deputy Jay Repetto.
This is an ongoing investigation. The GBI has been called in since this is a officer-involved shooting to investigate the rest of it. But we're thankful today that it could have been a lot worse, and we're thankful and we pray for the speedy recovery of those officers.
The GBI has released the names of the 2 men involved, both from Birmingham, Alabama. They're 28-year-old Pierre Alexander Shelton, who was killed by officers, and 22-year-old Aaron Jawan Shelton, who is in custody at the Carroll County Jail. He's been charged with 5 counts of aggravated assault and 3 counts of aggravated battery.
Joe Hankey now picks up our team coverage from outside of Grady Hospital. What do we know about the 3 injured officers here at 6 o'clock?
Well, Jeff, as Jennifer was describing there a second ago, the 3 law enforcement officers this morning who were shot represented 3 different departments. One of them, a sheriff's deputy, ended up at Atlanta Medical Center, a short distance from where I'm standing, but has since been released and is back home recovering tonight. Meanwhile, 2 police officers remain here at Grady behind me, where one of them needed surgery this morning. Following this morning's shootings, Sergeant Rob Holloway of the Carrollton Police Department needed to be airlifted to Grady Hospital and went into surgery. Carrollton's police chief says Holloway was shot and then crashed into a utility pole. Holloway began working in law enforcement in 2007 as a jail officer with Carroll County and most recently was promoted to sergeant with Carrollton PD in 2018. This afternoon, officers with Villa Rica PD visited Officer Chase Gordy, who also remains at Grady. Villa Rica's police chief tells 11 Alive Gordy was shot twice during the confrontation. He joined Villa Rica PD last year after graduating from the University of West Georgia. And out of the hospital tonight is veteran officer and current Carroll County Sheriff Deputy Jay Repetto. State records show Repetto began his law enforcement career in 1980 with Georgia Tech Police and then worked at a handful of other metro police departments before he joined the Carroll County Sheriff's Office in 2018. The Sheriff's Office tells 11 Alive Repetto was shot in the arm this morning and is now recovering. I talked with a Villa Rica police captain moments ago. He told me Officer Gordy was shot twice. That we already knew, but he gave me an update on his condition. He said right now that he is stable and doing well. We have put in a request with the Carrollton Police Department for more on Holloway's condition to see how his surgery went this morning, but we're still waiting a response on that request that we put in. We'll bring you updates as soon as we receive them. We'll send it back to you in studio.
All right, Joe Hankey reporting outside Grady.